If you're looking for reliable transportation for your next group outing, look no further than Minnesota Coaches. Call 651-437-9648 or visit minnesotacoaches.com to book your next journey. Bottom of the seventh inning, Honkers trail by 2. Top of the order due up for the Flock as Porter is out on the mound for another inning of relief. It'll be Paul Schoenfeld, Carson Stevens, and Brendan O'Sullivan. Schoenfeld today is 0 for 3. He's grounded to second twice and flied to left. Dixon robbed them of a hit in the fourth inning as Schoenfeld hits a fly ball deep to right. Darcy on the run, and he won't get there. It bounces over the wall. A ground rule double for Paul Schoenfeld, leading it off here in the bottom of the seventh.
That worked out for Schoenfeld, but you can see him at second. He has no idea how that wasn't a home run.
Actually, I don't know if he has no idea if it wasn't a home run. He has no idea how Darcy didn't catch it. That ball hung up there for a while. Darcy was playing rather shallow, and it bounced on the track. He didn't take a great angle at it.
Yeah, that's his second ball that you really can't believe how Darcy didn't come up with the play. It was the one for Tyler White. But I'm not sure if Darcy out and right lost it in the sky, but it looked like it was just a rather routine fly ball out to right. Schoenfeld wasn't running out of the box.
Here is Carson Stevens, who currently represents the tying run. And I would agree with you. There is pretty good cloud coverage today, but we obviously don't know what right field looks like at this time.
Schoenfeld will take the hit.
I'll take that all day. Stevens today, he is 1 for 2. He walked in the first, doubled and scored in the third, and grounded to short in the fifth. It's the second time the Honkers have had the leadoff batter on today. Stevens facing 2 strikes. Just trying to get his feet wet, get back into the swing of things. He's played sparingly, just about 16 at-bats this season. But now that we're in the second half, he'll start to play nearly every day, splitting time behind the plate with Ian Doherty. 1-2. Stevens, a healthy hack, stays alive.
There's a situation for Stevens. Yes, you're down by 2 runs for Rochester, but it'd be big if you could even get 1 back right now. So that's going to mean anything hit to the right side will at least move Schoenfeld over to third. I think that's got to be the catcher's approach.
You have to be thinking situationally. Stevens pops it up behind the plate. He'll stay alive at least 1 more pitch.
And also what you have is the second baseman really shading up the middle to hold Schoenfeld on. So there is that gap in the hole between first and second as well if you want to have that approach.
Now it's coming into the box. That one hit the top of the protective covering that is usually down when we're not using the press box. That one was dangerously close to hitting camera 4.
That was headhunting, Rochelle.
It really was.
Deep breaths up here. Closest one we've had this summer by far.
It's coming close. It's getting closer every time. I'm going to have my chance at an announcer catch. Just misses outside. A beautiful breaking pitch by Porter. Stevens able to lay off, and it pays off. Count even at 2. Stevens wasn't going to get the benefit of the doubt twice. Another strikeout for Porter, his second. Schoenfeld still at second base with 1 out. And here's Brendan O'Sullivan, who already has 1 RBI today.
That's a perfect pitch because that's one. That pitch has so much horizontal break where it looks like it's coming right at your kneecap if you're Stevens. And at the last second, it just curves in and buckles you. And you got to think maybe that's a pitch he goes back to here to O'Sullivan. You have 2 straight righties before you get the lefty Kraska.
O'Sullivan today, 1 for 2. He's flied to left, singled and walked. a guy who rarely gets cheated at the plate, has a great approach, and one of the sweetest swings we've seen from a right-handed hitter this season. Always looks so calm, cool, and collected. And Porter just misses outside. That breaking ball outside strike to a righty. That's not going to get called by Sean McKinney.
Yeah, but now you've seen him comfortable throughout this inning, throwing that slider or the fastball at any point in the count. So you can't have the benefit of sitting on one pitch.
O'Sullivan pops it up, sends one out to right. The catch is made by Darcy. Schoenfeld takes off for third. He'll be in there. So the Honkers get a run 90 feet away. But there are 2 outs, and here comes Nico Regino.
And it seems like Nico Regino has produced in every one of these high leverage situations this season. A couple pinch hit RBIs this year, and every time Rochester has needed that big hit, Nico has delivered.
He's coming into this at bat 7 for 17 against La Crosse. And we're really not seeing much of the fastball. Porter, sits 89. But to this top of the order for the Honkers, we've seen a lot of the slider. And he's living low and living away. You're not going to get hurt staying there. But eventually he has to come to Regino. And Regino might have gotten the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. And he has to protect.
Yeah, that slider inside to righties has been good this inning, and he throws it about 50% of the time, 2 right-handed bats.
Regino trying to get the Honkers within 1. The pitch. He just stays alive.
Went with the fastball. Pretty good pitch to hit. Center cut. But Regino a little bit off on his timing after seeing those sliders. And hey, you have the luxury to go to either pitch.
The Honkers have had a lot of good takes in this inning. Small strike zone from Sean McKinney today, but he has been consistent. Regino darts out of the way. So he's worked it full. And this might be the most important pitch of the night so far. Regino, the tying run, has 2 homers this season.
You have Kraska on deck, who, yes, he's been struggling as of late. He's 0 for 3 this afternoon, but he's hit a lot better against right-handed pitching.
And he always has a chance to run into one. Another payoff. Bouncing ball to second. DeCrisio throws in time, and the inning is over. The Honkers cannot capitalize on Schoenfeld's leadoff double. We're headed to the 8th inning. La Crosse still leads 4-2. You're watching Honkers baseball powered by Broadway Plaza here on the Northwoods League Baseball Network.